So the story begins while showing some mountain lions who were wandering in the nearby forest. They were all lion family members. Among them, Lion Father says to his family that never trust humans, they are very dangerous. Always stay away from them, they can take your life anytime. Hearing this, the smallest lion says that we are good mountain lions, so why will they take our lives? Because we also don't harm anyone. And Lion Father says that it is human can change their form anytime, so believing them is not less than a foolishness. But the little lion was still not ready to accept it. He wanted to know about humans. So he runs to the place where humans live after refusing his dad. Then the scene shifts to the main character of the story, Kjee, who is a child, and he wakes up suddenly after seeing this lion's dream. Now I tell you the reality of Kjee. Kjee is actually the same lion child. Actually, he is a shapeshifter who has two forms, animal and human. He can transform himself into a human at any time, and he can come into his real animal form at any time. Kjee had to know about the humans, so he started living with them in their human form. Then he separated from his family. He doesn't even know where his lion mom and dad live. When Kjee came here in human form, this family adopted him thinking him alone. He has been living here for years, so he didn't come in his lion form. He was feeling as if he was losing his lion-like power. Kjee is having breakfast with this family. They love Kjee a lot. They don't let him feel lonely. Mom, Dad, and two sisters come in the family. It is unknown that a lion is living with us in human form. It is told in the news that suddenly many birds attacked the plane. So the plane was out of control and had to land in an emergency. No one was dead, but it was a huge loss. It was not the first time, but many times animals and birds have attacked humans together. It seems as they have formed a group to disturb humans. The reason behind it was being researched by the scientists. Seeing this news, Kjee and his family are shocked. Kjee's mother and sister were going to leave him for a new school the next day, because they had to teach him further from there. He didn't want to go, but he had to go on the request of his family, because they wanted to open Kjee's mind and he should feel good. He should know about the world. When they stopped to rest in a hotel at night, see some wolves. They were going to a factory with a special purpose. So he was shocked. The next morning, they reach that high school, where they ask the name of the head teacher while welcoming him. Then she says to her mother with satisfaction, when you will come to meet Kjee the next time, you will see many good changes in him. You don't need to worry at all, because all the children here live together lovingly. Hearing this, the mother was satisfied and she leaves saying goodbye. After their departure, the head says to Kjee that we all know about you that you are not a human but a shapeshifter. And not only you but every kid here is a shapeshifter who is trained here. That how they can live with both their forms in a good way. Now tell me which animal you are. Hearing it, Kjee is surprised. They know, so he tells that I am a mountain lion. Hearing it, Head was surprised. She was also happy because for the first time a lion had come in their school. So she says to Kjee that everyone will like you a lot. And she makes him meet other children. Everyone meets him well except a kid named Jeffrey who was a wolf. He comes in anger. Kjee comes to him strongly and says, "What is a lion doing here?" Because he used to rule here before being a wolf. Now a lion has come and a lion is the king of animals. So he was afraid that he may snatch my place. Jeffrey started to fight with Kjee, but the rest of others leave their fight. Now Kjee meets a man named Andrew, who was the owner of this school. And he calls the shapeshifters here from the whole world, because he was also a shapeshifter and he was also a lion. So he is the happiest when he sees Kjee here. He asks Kjee that, do you know where your real parents live? And how you have started living with humans, leaving your lion family for so many years? Then Kjee tells that when I was young, I ran away from there in spite of my father's refusal. And I started living with humans. Then I don't know where my family lives. And after that day, I have found myself in the form of a lion. I feel as if I have lost my power to become a lion. Then Andrew says to him, that's why we have called you here, so that you may understand it after facing your power, and you will become better. Head Kjee shows his room where he was going to live. Kjee meets his roommate who was a lovely girl. We come to know that the dangerous and the victimizing animals all live together. No one is allowed to fight because there was only class to fight, so all animals used to live well. Kjee's classmate, the flower girl who had befriended with her, was taking Kjee to the class, who was in the forest because their class was over. Then the flower girl's friend also joins them, who was Elle, that animal who has many horns on its head. When all children come to the class, their teacher teaches them to control the power of their animal. When he knows that Kjee is a new student, he starts from him. He says to Kjee, "Come on Kjee, show everyone what you are and come in the form of your animal." Now Kjee tries to become a lion, but he couldn't do it because of not being an animal for so many years. Then the head says to him, "Close your eyes and think that you are in the jungle with your family. You will be easy to change your appearance like this, so hurry up." As Jake closes his eyes, he sees his lion dad, who was telling how he lives in the jungle. Jake finally covers himself in the lion's appearance. All the children were happy to see him becoming a lion. Now they also start roaming in the jungle in their animal form. After the class ends, their roommate comes who was a bison. Now they become good friends because they used to live together. When Kjee goes to the canteen with his friends, he sees Jeffrey, who was troubling the other students. Jeffrey has 4 friends who are all sheep. They trouble the other weak animals. Look, he felt bad. He says to Jeffrey that troubling the other animals is against the law of this place. And you can't break the law. Do you understand? Jeffrey also started to get angry on him. That now you will teach me? Even though you are lion, but we are 5 wolves. So don't mess with us. We will eat you here by being heavy on you. In anger, both started to fighting each other. But before the fight between lion and wolf, a teacher stops their fight. He also warns that they will be punished if they fight outside the class. Next day, all the children come to the practice of the fighting class, where teacher first makes a fight between a bear and a girl with a friend of Kjee's bison. The rule of the fight was to not attack each other or kill each other, but to practice, so that the things learned in the real fight can be used. But bison loses in this fight. Now Kjee is called to fight with the bear girl. This time also he tries to become an animal many times but fails. Then Andrew comes to him and gives him a bag. As Kjee smells it, he immediately turns into a lion. This bag was actually the soil of mountains. Smelling it, Kjee felt that I am still on the mountains with my family. And he also defeats the bear girl along with becoming a lion. Andrew says to Kjee that keep this bag with you. It will help you to become a lion. I also want to give you training. So are you ready for it? Kjee says yes because he was happy, thinking that it is good if a senior lion will train me. After some time, Jeffrey comes to Kjee and says that last time there was no fight. Tonight I will wait for you in the forest. If you have the courage, then come to fight. Hearing this, Kjee gets angry. He thinks that he is challenging me to fight a lion being a wolf. Obviously, he couldn't tolerate it. So he accepts the challenge, thinking that I will teach him a good lesson. But at night, when Jib went to the forest with his friends, he saw that Jeffrey has also included his friends in the battle of the banana alone. Now all 4 wolves were attacking the lion alone from all sides. In the beginning, Jib fights with great courage, but gradually, that courage starts to lose. Now his friend turns himself into a bison after seeing Jib into a bison and runs away from the wolves. He attacks them and runs away from them, and Kjee's life is saved. The next day, Andrew takes Kjee with him on a tour. On the way, he tells that I know everything that happened between you and Jeffrey last night. But you are a lion who can defeat the wolves without anyone's help. You should not need a bison. On it, Kjee says that I had them, but it was difficult to defeat all 4 of them at the same time. Andrew says no problem. Gradually, you will become perfect. It is just the beginning, after which you will defeat all 4 of them easily. But yes, you have to work hard to become like them. Then he leaves Kjee at the school. Dr. Head says to Andrew, listen, if you will give the most importance to Kjee, it will have a bad effect on the other kids. So we should treat everyone equally. Andrew says that Kjee is special and I have to make him feel special. I will make him feel special. I will give him special training. Saying this, he left. Now because Jeffrey was his friend outside the class and Kjee had fought with him, so everyone is punished to work in the kitchen. But then the elk girl takes Kjee with her to the forest, where the meeting of school council was going on. She tells Kjee that they all plan to harm humans, as it would have been heard that animals and birds have attacked humans, so they did it so that humans may be harmed, just like the hunters harm the animals. Then a flying bird comes there, which was not anyone else but the head, because it was also a part of them. Seeing it, Kjee is shocked. The next day, Andrew takes Kjee to the forest to train him, and he teaches him to hunt. After learning a little, Kjee hunts his first prey. He was happy with it. At night, Kjee again sees Jeffrey and his friends going to the factory. This time, he chases them to know what these people are going to do. Now all the crowd scare the guard and run away. As they are harming the machine's wires, Jeffrey sees Kjee. In anger, he says to Kjee, are you spying on us? How dare you keep an eye on us? I will not spare you and there will be no one to save you this time. But Andrew stops them before they fight. He says to Jeffrey to move from here or else we may get trapped. Kjee understands that whatever Jeffrey is doing is on Andrew's orders. Then Andrew says to Kjee to come with me. I tell you what is going on here. After bringing him to his house, Andrew that we animals don't hate humans before. But now we hate them a lot. That factory has emptied half of the forest. They have made a factory here after cutting everything, from where chemicals are released. Because of it, so innocent animals have to give up their lives. Humans don't care about us animals and environment. Now my daughter and wife were killed by humans but it wasn't their fault. What was it? They were roaming in the forest which is their home but humans didn't leave them there. With time, they are getting worse instead of getting good changes in humans. Now they destroy the forests and kill the animals. Seeing it, we have made a team whose purpose is to hurt the humans, so that they may not live in peace in their own place, as they don't let the animals live in the jungle which is our place. I have called you here for this mission, because you are very special and I am sure that you will support us. Then we will show the humans what we are and what is their status. Hearing this, Kjee was shocked. He doesn't answer immediately but says, I need some time. Should I help you or not? Andrew also says, okay, but give me an answer soon. A big mission is near. We need your help in it. Next day, when Kjee was racing with his friends, he was going on Bison Road. He collides with a car. Fortunately, no one dies. It was discovered that this car belongs to Kjee's family, who had come to meet him. They had guessed that Kjee is very happy here. They say to Kjee that we are going for hiking on Saturday so you also come. We will enjoy a lot. For which he agreed. After their departure, he receives a call from Andrew who says, what did you think? Tell me because we are going on the same mission on Saturday. Are you giving us your support? Kjee says and refuses. I am not coming because I have made a plan to go with my family. Hearing this, Andrew gets angry. He says, first you think that are you with humans or animals? Saying this, he hung up the phone. Kjee also gets angry that why did Andrew talk to me in this tone? Coming in this anger, he runs into the forest as far as he can. When he stopped at a place to rest, some hunters come there. They see Kjee with the help of the drone. They leave the dogs to kill him, because they had a plan to take Kjee with them after doing this. Meanwhile, a crow comes there who was actually a shapeshifter. She was a student of the school. She breaks the drone first. Then she takes him to the school. But when Kjee gets tired, he sits down to rest but then the hunting dogs come here. Before that, he attacks Kjee. He comes in human form. The thing was also seen by the dogs. What happened after all? Andrew came to Kjee and said that I tried to find your lion family. I have come to know that they have also been killed by the enemies. Will you still help the humans who have snatched your relatives from you? Will you give us now? Hearing this, Kjee was sad that he will never be able to meet his family. Coming in anger, he agrees to support Kjee. After it, Andrew explains to his whole team what to do. First of all, they have to scare the guards and run away. Then they have to destroy the big machines. Then they have to make a short circuit in the factory and blow it up. For this, everyone agrees but Kjee says to Andrew that it is okay to destroy their things to teach people a lesson. But no human life should be lost in it. This is my condition. Andrew also agrees that no one's life will be lost. It will be the destruction be ruined. Before the plan starts, Jake's family calls saying that you are not coming son. We are going for hiking. Jake says that forgive me but I won't be able to come this time. You all go and enjoy. I have to do an important work. After it, he goes to the factory with Andrew and others. Andrew and his team come on the mountain above the factory, where they had kept the big woods. So all these woods may be destroyed by throwing them down. But before starting the plan, Kjee's eyes go down where his family had come for hiking. The woods were about to fall at this place. Kjee understands that my whole family is destined to die in this way. He gets scared and says to everyone to stop. We can't do this. Stop the plan here. But no one was ready to listen to him. So Kjee calls Andrew and says, please stop this mission. My family is down. Their life is in danger. And you said that you won't put anyone's life in danger. Andrew says, this is such a big mission. So some people's life will be lost. Don't worry. As it is, they are your own family. Saying this, he hung up the phone. Kjee was angry that I made a big mistake by supporting Andrew. He gets worried because he can't do anything alone. But at some point, his friends come here. Because they understood that Kjee is in trouble. Now they help him. Kjee was also relieved that my companions have come. But Andrew's companions started to fight with them so that they can complete the mission. Meanwhile, Andrew also came here in the form of a lion who starts to fight with Kjee. In this fight, they start falling down, leaving all the woods from the rope. But luckily, Kjee's family sees the woods coming down, so they immediately move to the side. But Kjee's younger sister, who was listening to the songs in the headphones, doesn't hear them. But before that, the woods falls on him and he dies. At the right time, Kjee comes and saves his sister's life. Andrew's plan was successful, but fortunately, Kjee's family's life was also saved. He becomes very happy with it. But he shouts at Andrew, coming near him, "You lied to me that you won't harm beings, so I will never trust you in future." Saying this, he returns to school with his friends, where all the people were happy because he had done such a brave work. So this message was received from this movie, that no evil should be done with the jungle and animals. And with it, this movie ends here.